Well, it's a beautiful sunny day for the start of this year's horse tram service. I'm delighted to say that as well. Nice. And with us, the brand new Mayor of Douglas. One of your first official engagements?
It is one of my first official engagements, and it's a delightful one to do. 136th season this is of the horse trams, so it's been going for a good long while, and we hope it's going to have many successful years to come in the future.
Of course, it brings pluses and minuses. I've just been on Long Prom and there's obviously a lot of traffic at this time of the day. I mean, you know what I was going to say here, these things are beautiful, but at the same time they can be very frustrating when you get stuck behind one of them.
They certainly can. I do understand the frustration of the motorists. Obviously, with the redevelopment of the promenade potentially coming up, there are other options to look at as to where we locate the service. Council's already looking at that, so that's something for the future. But it is a wonderful service, and I'm very, very pleased that the council is able to support it and keep it running.
Any alterations this year on how frequent they're going to be running and that sort of thing, and the cost?
No, we'll be tying it in with the MER service, which in previous years we haven't necessarily always done, so that should help with passenger numbers, but we'll be keeping pretty much the same timetable as previous years.
I mean, these things do lose a lot of money though, don't they?
Not as much as some people think, and like I said, I think it's a service well worth preserving. It's a piece of Manx history, and once you lose it, it never comes back again.
Do you think it's more a question that it's a government thing now, it's more of an all-Ireland thing rather than just the Douglas ratepayers?
No, I think the council should be proud to have the service. Initially, when the horse trams started off, I'm not sure if many people are aware, it wasn't actually the council that started them off. They started off as a private enterprise, and then I'm not that good a historian, I can tell you the exact year, but the council took the service over, and I think it's something the people of Douglas should be proud of, and certainly with elections having just gone, believe it or not, it is something that gets raised on the doors, more people actually saying how proud they are of it than people being the adverse.
Well, it certainly does bring out certain sorts of people to see these sort of events, and already there's a few people milling around to also be on the very first one. Where is the target market these days? Does it bring anybody particularly over, or is it just one of those things that people expect on holiday?
I think one of the wonderful things about the service is it hits all age ranges, from the very young children who love to see the horses and actually have the experience of going on the tram, to the older generation, so to speak, who like to use it still as a means of transport to move from one end of the prom to the other. I think it hits all of it, and quite remarkably, it's not just basically the tourists that come and actually use the service, but residents do as well. The number of season passes that we sell is quite remarkable.
Well, just a few weeks away from TT, sometimes they've come off or they've been altered the timetable. What are you doing this year to get around the congestion?
Well, I think this year we're going to do what we've done in previous years, where the timetable does slightly adapt, obviously, with the road closures. Again, it is an unfortunate fact of life at the moment where the tram tracks are, but I think, like I said, I think it will be a good service, and sometimes it does actually help control the traffic during TT and stop people speeding up and down the prom as if it was a racetrack.